It is time now for the Peter Channel morning news on this Friday morning, February 5th, 2016. And good morning to you all this lovely Friday morning, February 5th, 2016. Here are your news arrived. They are not top story here at 8:30 in the morning time on this Friday morning. Here is Democratic presidential candidate, Bernie Sanders, and Clinton debate Thursday. Debate at the University of New Hampshire resumed yesterday as a fight between Clinton Sanders and raging battle of Democrats' future. London, a United Nations human rights panel has sided with WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange in his long-running battle with Swedish and British reporters said that he should be freed immediately and compensated for the years he lost. Moscow, Pope Francis and Patriarch Kirill, one of the Russian Orthodox Church, will be in Cuba for the first time next Friday as part of an effort to heal the schism that has divided Christianity between East and West for nearly 1,000 years. Martin every still fighting more same about this evening according to the weather reports. We'll have more that coming up though. The weather segment of the Peter Channel Morning News. The multi-state crime wave up. A Missouri couple elected the body declined. In the wee hours of Friday morning when police picked up their trail on the Florida highway, engaged them in a shootout that left Blake Fitzgerald dead. The first Republican presidential debate in the Post Highway area set for Saturday night on ABC News. Washington, the Obama administration has regularly defined the right mix of military and diplomatic moves that are some Islamic State in Libya, where an extremist group has taken advantage of the political chaos. In the North, country that gained a foothold. Rocket models of North Korean propaganda displays. Russia set out Thursday that systematic in Turkey was where individually incursion in Syria, Syrian army source out of Aleppo would soon be encircled by government forces with Russian air support. Warsaw, Poland. The head of the Polish ruling party said that this country has achieved the full protection of social rights for Polish workers in Britain in talks with the British Prime Minister. Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia did not to the wilderness and sent ground troops in the Syria to fight the Islamic State, and Saudi military spokesman said. Geneva, Switzerland, a UN panel will that WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange was arbitrarily detained by Sweden and Britain and northern their findings are legally binding. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, a Starbucks in Saudi Arabia capital is refusing to serve women after its gender wall collapsed. The villages and towns of New Hampshire are scenic as ever. The people are friendly as a comedian. The unemployment rate is 3.1%, about a third lower than the death rate as that political campaign Munich amid the Brooklyn, New Hampshire scenery. Natalie Keeper's total judge she was blue just like the 13-year-old girl she is accused of plotting to kill, like 7th graders, Nicole Level, 19-year-old. Virginia Tech student during health challenges for Keeper's work. For weeks now, the Phoenix lawmakers have wrestled with the idea of allowing members of a satanic group to quit the implication before an upcoming city meeting. Baltimore, as the hearing enters the third day of the convicted killer, NUNC at the Center of the Public Podcast serial, the Franklin and testimony has shifted away from an alibi witness towards the cell tower data that defense attorneys contended was misleading. Washington, some 12.7 million people signed up for the renewed medical coverage under Obamacare during the 2016 open enrollment. Washington, former Secretary of State's Carl Powell, Cornelius West received classified information from private email accounts, officials said. London, the wave U.S. monthly job number steady stock markets on Friday and allowed the dollar to recover after what has been so far. And this week is weakened to more than 6 years as the Dow's going to start today. Year 16.4, 16.58, SP 500, 1915.45, and Nasdaq 4,509.56. Watch. Age-old newspaper rivals are taking a step towards alignment after the majority order that Chicago Sun-Times bought a large stake in Tribune Publishing. President Obama has proposed a new tax about oil, which is that be used to fund investment in the transportation systems. This is seriously a bad idea, according to Forbes. Houston, the number of rigs actually exported for producing oil and gas in the United States has dropped more than 8%, making huge reports. London, in its last report, its independent company BG Group said was one of the few companies in the struggling sector to report a full year profit. Study found that the pandemic has currently destroyed bee populations around the world is man-made. That the four-winged virus is largely driven by the European underbee epis-milliflora populations. Hills of water ice on Pluto floated in the sea at first and naturally could move over the time like icebergs on Earth's outer portion are another example of Pluto's fascinating geological activity. And Arctic Federation of Risogrex are tropical nation in the late Pleistocene plains on what is now Wissinger Island, Lake Victoria. According to UNICEF report, at least 200 million women suffer genital mutilation. Female children not notice an attention to deficit activity disorder have a higher chance of becoming obese later in life compared to those who do not have a condition according to a new study by the Mount Clinic. Health officials in several countries recommend that stinking virus have given a female citizens and a person of water. Don't get pregnant. A booster vaccine for whooping cough, which may states be required for middle school age children, does not provide long-lasting protection of study finds. Okay, look at that. New England insurance here at 8:35 here. Okay, let's take a look at sports here at 8:36 here. Last night, the Boston Bruins put up a hard effort here in a 3-2 overtime win against the Buffalo Sabres here as tonight the Boston Celtics will be in Cleveland taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Game time 7:30 p.m. It is near the end of Super Bowl week, the annual 7-8 basketball super reflection and rational father that's good that Cam Newton has catalyzed the debate. Cleveland, Ohio, the Browns were only went to put a high draft grade on Johnny Manziel 2 years ago to find his issues. Normally at 39.11. Peter Chaladu's time is now 8:36 in the morning time. Here on this Friday morning, here's time now for a Trevor report here on this Friday morning. Let's start off down and around here where it is all highways are slowing around here and only smooth sailing commutes are 185 from Wareham, 485 from Buffins to Carver, 25 from Wareham to Bourne. 6 is looking good from Sagamore down to Orleans. Route 20 is looking good for Bourne and Falmouth, and Route 3 is looking good from Plymouth down to Sagamore. But otherwise, slow going highways here on this Friday morning here as the Mass Park is looking good from Springfield to Sturbridge here. All the highways are connected at slow go. 120 it's smooth sailing from Peabody all the way up to Gloucester. 95 it's a little slow from Denver's all the way up to Georgetown. 485 is looking good from Mayville all the way at Amesbury. But 95 is looking good from the New Hampshire border and the main turnback. It's looking good from York and Augusta viewpoints except for a few slow spots. After 302 to the Arbor-Lucas stretch, and the main turnback is a little slow at Route 285. 285 is step by side, a little slow from Tucson down to Brunswick. Main turnback is a little slow before 295, but otherwise, that's a slow commute on this Friday morning due to the snow and the wind. You know, a lot of accidents, so if you tend to go outside, stay inside until the snow ends because it is treacherous outside here on this Friday morning here. And take a look at MBTA alerts at 8:38. Okay, so on that's to store route effect coming in 8 back up here connected to Northern Avenue, but otherwise subway lines are looking good here on Commuter Rail. Pittsburgh line train 48 7:58 from Fitchburg up in 10-15 minutes late between Kendall Green and North Station here. And if you tend to train and you take Commuter Rail on the subway, expect some delays here due to the snow this morning here, and the ferries are looking good. Peter Chaladu's time, 8:40 here on this Friday morning here, and it is time for weather report here, and we're at the Peter Channel Storm Central here, and it And let's take a look at what is going on here. And wow, look at this. Take a look at this, and it is snowing lightly and heavily. And we here in Norton, it's so far 1.5 inches of snow here. All right. Here is the latest on the storm. It is poor visibility with 1 inch per hour snowfall. It's 1 inch per hour for snowfall with poor visibility. Be heavy, wet snow. 1 inch per hour. It's going to be tough to shovel because of the heavy, wet, floppy snow. It's going to lead the power outages here. And Southbridge has got 3.7 inches. Auburn is up 2.5. Sturbridge 2.3. And Framingham 2 inches of snow here. And parking bans there. Parking bans for Massachusetts are Brockton, Everett, Fitchburg, Lawrence, Ludlow, Malden, New Bedford, Newburyport, Peabody, Quincy, Revere, Salem. Somerset effective until 4 p.m. Somerville parking allowed on odd number seats unless otherwise posted. Swansea effective until 5 p.m. Swampscott effective until 4 p.m. Taunton effective from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Do not park on City Streets. Public lots available at City Hall on 7th Street, on Cedar Street, Court Street, Pleasant Street, Truscott Street, Ware Street. We have TLP offices, Westwater Street. Beyond Warehouse and Pizza, Woodford Street, at Golden Street, 5 and 10, 11th Street. Parking deck is only available to anyone who needs a parking space at Tewksbury, Wakefield, Wareham, Webster, and Worcester, and New Hampshire, Portsmouth. And this is the latest on the storm here. Latest radar situation here. It is snowing from southeastern Massachusetts, all of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Southern New York, from Kingston all the way down to New York City, down to Islip. And it is snowing from Vermont, New Hampshire, and up into Maine here. And we're seeing some heavy bands of rain around in Cape and the Islands, around Falmouth, and around Martha's Vineyard, and Nantucket there. And with this snow, heavy, wet, floppy could lead to power outages here. So let's check to see who's in the dark here. $702 customers in the dark with no power for National Grid in Massachusetts here. 222 in the Staunton area. 39 of them in the Franklin area. And 437 of them up in the Haverhill area here. And 5 of them in the Bellingham area, and 32 in the Hopedale area, and less than 5 in the Mendon area here. In Rhode Island, 1,112 customers in the dark without any power here. And 991 customers up in the Burrville area in the dark here. And less than 5 of them in Cranston, Gloucester, and Pawtucket here. And 112 of them in West Warwick, and less than 1 in Coventry, Rhode Island here. And now, Eversource. Every source, 293 customers in the dark. Okay. We are under a winter storm warning until 3 p.m. this afternoon as location Northeast Connecticut, much of central and eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Has the top 70 snow accumulation of 4 to 8 inches. Time and rain will begin to change into snow early this morning. Heavy snow is expected during the morning commute before taking away by midday and impacts. Hazardous travel, especially during the morning commute, places that receive more than 5 inches of snow are reported isolated power outages from downed tree limbs or wires. A winter storm warning is issued for more than 6 inches of snow. Travel will be slow and difficult due to snow-covered roads and poor visibility. Put on doubling your normal arrival time Friday or telecommute if possible. Here, day 1 today tonight. Winter storm warning and day 2 for 7. Saturday for Thursday. A coastal storm is likely to affect the region Monday and Tuesday, but confident that time it impacts the rains also. We will take this one storm at a time here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Here. For today, snow maybe before 3 p.m. Punch about before 4 p.m. Either 33 degrees, snow from about 11 to 15 miles outside, 33 miles an hour. Suspicion is 100%. Till the daytime circulation, find it 9 inches possible. Tonight, most gusts got about 11 degrees. Snow for about 5 to 9 miles coming 9 after midnight. Winds can gust size 20 miles an hour. Saturday, most gusts got about 37 degrees. South for about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Saturday, most gusts got about 26 degrees. South for about 5 miles an hour. Sunday, most gusts got about 43 degrees. South for about 5 miles an hour coming 9 at Fairmont in the morning. Saturday night, slight chance of snow showers after 4 a.m. Punch gusts got about 23 degrees. Chance of 20%. Monday, chance of snow after 9 a.m. Most gusts got about 31 to about 23 degrees. Chance of 45%. Tuesday, snow likely before due to the rain likely. Chance gusts got about 36 degrees. Chance of is 6%. Tuesday, chance of snow before 4 a.m. Most gusts got about 22 degrees. Chance of 40%. Wednesday, parts of the most gusts got about 38 to about 18 degrees. And for Thursday, most gusts got about 33 degrees. Currently, Norton, 34 degrees. And every snow and fog, humidity 92%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Friday morning, February 5th, 2016. Beauty, have a good morning and capacity. I have more updates at 10 a.m. and then the Peter Channel News at 12 noon. Stay tuned and have a good day and stay safe.